One envisioned a perfect world beyond what senses could see, and the other one looked closely at the world we live in. And together, they laid the foundation of Western thoughts.
Back then, asking questions wasn't just part of class. It was revolutionary. It meant challenging tradition and seeking deeper truths.
Plato was born in Athens around 428 or 427 BCE into a noble and politically influential family. His real name was likely Aristocles, but he became known as Plato, possibly referencing his broad build or the breadth of his thinking.
His lineage is traced back in early Athenians. Plato was educated in poetry, music, gymnastics, and grammar. He was considered alive in politics or literature until one encounter changed his path forever. What could it be?
And this encounter was with Socrates.
Socrates?
Yeah, Socrates. Though Socrates had no formal position, he spent his days in the public areas, questioning the very nature of justice, virtue, and knowledge. And for Plato, this was interesting.
Following Socrates' execution in 399 BCE, Plato left Athens to travel to Egypt.
Learning from priests and Pythagoreans. Their ideas on mathematics and physism deeply shaped his metaphysical views.
He later visited Sicily.
Sicily?
Yes, Sicily, hoping to influence political leaders with philosophy. Though his attempts were unsuccessful.
They reflected his lifelong belief that rulers should be guided by wisdom. Around 387 BCE, Plato returned to Athens and founded the Academy, the first institution of higher learning in the Western world. Students gathered not just to study, but to search for truth together.
We are like prisoners in a cave, mistaking shadows for reality. True understanding lies beyond appearances, in the internal world of forms.
Plato believed in his forms perfect, unchanging concepts such as justice, beauty, and courage. According to him, only philosophers through reason could truly grasp them.
But philosophy didn't end with Plato. It evolved through a student who would one day challenge his teacher. His name was Aristotle.
Aristotle joined the academy at 17 and studied there for 20 years. Yet, he gradually questioned Plato's theory forms. For Aristotle, knowledge begins with what we can observe.
After Plato's death, Aristotle left Athens and took a monumental role tutoring a young prince named Alexander, who would become Alexander the Great. To rule others, first learn to rule yourself. A wise king must be a good man above all.
Under Aristotle's guidance, Alexander studied philosophy, science, ethics. But while Alexander's empire started to fade, and Aristotle's idea would continue to shape the world.
Aristotle founded his own school, the Lyceum, where learning was grounded in research. He studied animals, plants, weather, and more, essentially laying the groundwork for modern biology and natural sciences.
Philosophy is not an escape from the world. It is the tool to understand it.
He developed formal logic. All humans are mortal. Socrates is human. Therefore, Socrates is mortal. This pattern called syllogism, the core of logical reasoning.
In his work Nicomachean Ethics, Aristotle introduced the concept of golden mean. virtue as balance between excess and deficiency. Following Alexander's death, tension rose in Athens against Macedonians. Aristotle, fearing for his life, chose exile.
He died in 322 BCE, but his legacy endured. From logic and ethics to biology and poetics, Aristotle helped shape entire fields of human knowledge.
Plato inspired the dream. Aristotle built the method. Their work continues to influence education, science, and philosophy today. Plato and Aristotle, mentor and student, dreamer and scientist, they changed not only how we think, but why we think. Their question still echoes in every classroom, every debate, and every search for truth.